Hello, governors. I'm Don 601, rolling to victory here. And today we are going over sort of a trending topic, which is the Safari Limited 2019 dinosaurs. Well, if you don't know, Safari is one of the biggest companies and one of the fans' favourites. My favourite is Papo, but I'll sort of get onto that later. But anyways, they recently released a bunch of new images for their new figures, and some of them are interesting to say the least. So, let's move on to the first one, which is the Carnotaurus. And here we see the Safari Limited Carnotaurus, and I think it's an alright figure. I mean, like, I'm not really. I don't really know that much about proportions and stuff like that and how accurate things are. I just want a good figure. So, I really like the color scheme on this guy, especially on the head. And apart from that, I think it's an alright figure. I sort of don't like the pose that the arms are in. I prefer it if the arms were forward. But apart from that, it's an alright figure. I might pick this one up. And the next one we have isn't a dinosaur. It's the Triassic crocodilian Prostosuchus. I'm pretty sure it is. On my overall thoughts on the figures that it's alright, just like the Carno. I mean, like, I really like the black spots on it, especially on the face, and how the red on the head just blends right into the back. And I really like the overall sculpt of the figure. But right now, my go-to prehistoric crocodilian is the Safari Limited Caposuchus. But if I need a different one, I'll easily just pick up this figure. I'd recommend getting it if you want more crocodilians. And here we have the star of this 2019 line, the Camarasaurus. Oh, it looks great. The sculpt and the detail on the thing and this photo looks incredible. I've seen the pictures and reviews because Safari has been dishing out 2019 figures for DinoTubers. Like, they sent Bionicosaurus, the Camarasaurus, and the Prestosuchus. And they sent Dinoman, the Styracosaurus, and the Carnotaurus. I think they might have sent Dinoman something, but I don't think they did. But anyways, Papo, if you want somebody to review your 2019 figures, you know who to call. Anyways, back onto the figure. I just like the look. I just overall love this figure. I really hope I'll get this one because I need more sauropods. Because I'm pretty sure that I don't have a single Camarasaurus figure. Anyways, the orange stripes down the back just adds more into this figure, and with the overall color scheme, you can just imagine this living in the wild. And Bionicosaurus posted this on his DeviantArt, but he took a photo of a Camarasaurus on a cliff, I think. I don't know, something like that, or some kind of rocky hill. I don't know. I don't really care. And it looks magnificent. So anyways, this is definitely a buy from me. Next up we have this small feathered dinosaur, which I don't know the name of. I like the sculpt on the figure, and I really like the bright colours and how it looks like a parrot. Not really sure if I'll be picking up this figure, but it's better than the feathered abomination that Slight chucked out. It was either this year or last year. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be picking this one up. I'm not really that bothered, but I'd say if you want to buy it, if you like collecting small feathered dinosaurs, I'd recommend getting it. And here we have one of the 3 prehistoric, dinosaur herbivores that Safari has made this year, which is my favourite herbivore, the Styracosaurus. And I really like the colour scheme on this guy, and the overall sculpt. I just really like it, especially the green on the tail and the sort of back end of the figure. I'd sort of prefer if the whole entire figure was that green. But apart from that, it's a decent figure. I'm hoping to get the Papo Styracosaurus instead, but if I need a second one, which I sort of do for plans that I need for the future, so might end up getting this guy for those plans. Next up, we have the one that I really, really, really don't care about, which is it's either the woolly rhino or what's it called? Eophorium, I think. Anyways, I like the sculpt on him, and I like how it overall shows the fur of the figure. The main problem with it is the eyes and the mouth. Like, if you look at the eyes, the sort of grey paint sort of fades in, and it really, really doesn't look good for this picture. But I'm not speaking to the paint slob that is the mouth. Ugh, I won't be picking this figure up, but if it looks really good in reviews, I might pick this guy up. But for now, it's a no. Next up, we have a figure that I know I'll be getting for certain, which is the Safari Allosaurus. And if you don't know, the Allosaurus is my second favorite dinosaur, behind the Giganotosaurus and in front of the Saurophaganax. Anyways, I really like the paint scheme on this figure. I just love how the greens mesh with the white and the oval and the pattern on the back and the red on the head. Oh, I love the paint scheme. Just that my main problem with it is the overall sculpt of the figure, which is that it looks fat. I completely agree with Cam on this, which is that it looks fat. But apart from that, I really like it. And somebody said once that if you took the horns off and took one finger from each hand off, it would make a blemmin' good T-Rex figure. It's just that. Look, I just love Allosauruses and Papo. We need that Giganotosaurus now. You've been teasing it for almost 4 years. Give it to us in the 2019 line. Or maybe send it to me for a preview. And now we have the only one out of 2 or 3 that I'd say is bad, which is the Stegosaurus. And my main problems with this figure isn't the paint scheme. I think the paint scheme is quite decent. The main problem with this figure is the plates on the back. I don't know if it's meant to be scientifically accurate, because if so, then I fully embrace it. But I just don't like the position the plates are. I mean, like, if you got rid of the plates on the neck, I'd really like the figure, and maybe changed up the head a bit, make the neck a bit shorter, then I'd really, really like the figure. So that my main problem with it is those plates on its neck. It just makes it look ridiculous. I mean, like, if that's scientifically accurate, then I'll fully accept it. But and especially to go with how small the tail. I've forgotten the actual name, so for now, for the rest of this video, I'm going to call them spikes. And for the tail spikes, well, that's right, fragmalizers. But that is too long, and I can barely say it, so I'm going to say spikes. So, yeah, I won't be picking this one up until it gets, unless it gets a bit more changes, but I won't be picking this one up. Here we have a figure which I quite like, which is the, I don't know what, I think it's a Pteranodon, but if it's not, please correct me. But overall, I'm not really that keen on it. I mean, like, I love the paint on the beak and the overall paint and stuff. You saw feathers on its neck. But to be honest, I'm not really that big on collecting Pteranodons or just flying reptiles in general. I have to wait for really good ones to come along. I mean, like, the only Pteranodon, flying reptile I'm planning on getting is the Papodimorphodon. Apart from that, I don't have any other plans. But who knows? This one gets great reviews. I might end up getting it, but who knows? That is for future me to decide. And then we have a figure that I don't like, which is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I mean, I completely get it. This is a remold or a redo or a revamp, remaster, whatever you want to say, of the old one, but this figure isn't that good as somebody who didn't think that figure was good in the first place. I mean, like, I really don't like that figure. Just main problem for me is the pose and the overall and how short the mouth is. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be longer. To me, it seems like something like Tarbosaurus, or I'm trying to think of some other Tyrannosaurid, but I can't right now. Diablosaurus, I think the other one I'm thinking of is called. But it looks more like one of those. The main thing that gives me that impression is the bumps on the head. I mean, like, I get it, some other figures have it. I don't know if they actually have it. I've never seen a skeleton in person, and I've never really paid attention to the top of the heads to dinosaurs, mainly to the T-Rex, when that barely made sense, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. I don't really think those head bumps are meant to be there, but if they are, to kill me. But as I said earlier, it's not good remastering a figure to somebody who thinks the figure was crap to begin with. I mean, like, that's just my opinion, but I won't be picking this figure up. And now, out of all the figures which people have various opinions on, this is one that we can all agree on. That this figure fucking sucks! The swimming Spinosaurus. Oh god, where do I start? Let's first talk about how it's in a swimming position. I'm really not a fan of dinosaurs that are in certain positions, like eating, swimming, flying. That's the main reason why I don't get flying pteranodons. It's because you can't really put them in any other position. I mean, like, it always looks like they're meant to be flying the whole entire time. I mean, like, I get if you had one that is standing down and one that's flying, well, I'd get it. But this, ugh. I hate swimming poses, oh god. Now let's head on to the overall face of the figure. The face of this figure sucks. Like, just look at it. Oh god. I mean, like, people have been saying, I'm pretty sure Camo said that the head for him is good. But for me, it's that the head sucks and the swim pose sucks. But I overall like the overall sculpture of the figure. I mean, like, I like the paint on it and the detail on it. But if you want to get a Spinosaurus figure next year, either get the Mattel Legacy one, maybe a different one that Collector or Papa might shout out. But I know one thing which you should get, which is the Slight Spinosaurus. I never thought I would say this ever again, but Slight just made a good figure! As for somebody who has been a childhood fan of Slight, I just love it. I love the look of the new Spinosaurus. I can praise it. I love it. And it'll be very easy for me to get that guy because they sell them at Smith's. They sell them pretty much everywhere. Which I wish they could do for Papo as well, but sadly they can't. I mean, like, I know there's one store in Newcastle, but I can't be bothered to drive all the way up there to get it. But anyway, I love this figure. I haven't seen the rest of the Slight dinosaur line. I mean, like, I just checked to try and find the image of this figure, and apparently they're meant to be making another Giganotosaurus as well. I have all three of the Slight Giganotosaurus figures, which is the big brown one, which is my first ever dinosaur figure. And the other one, which is the same mold, just smaller and in different colours, and the newer orange one. And I'm going to use the Safari one and the last two for something special. So anyway, I love this figure. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And Slight
if you want to do the same promotion as you did with Safari, I'm going to keep on saying this because why the hell not? Give me one of these figures for free so I can promote it more and get views.
Oh god, I fucking hate myself after that.
So anyway, sorry if it looks so dark. I mean, like, my light here won't turn off fast enough, so I have to keep the window open, and I pretty much can't wait to film this bit, because I try to film my videos all in one go. So anyway, next year seems like it's gonna be an alright year for Safari, but there are definitely some loose ends, I should say, to tie up. So anyway, I can't wait to see the rest of the figures that Sledge has, because their spinal looks incredible. I can't wait to see what Collector has, because I don't think they've revealed what they have yet. If so, then please tell me in the comments. And I can't wait to see what Pablo has. But once again, if any of you want to do a promotion, you know who to send it to. Oh god. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And here is Dom Sex you on Road to Victory!